fifth problem. Just see. Determine the value of each equity share according to the breakup value method as on 31st December 2004 of X Company Limited, he said. So whatever we are doing as of till sixth problem or seventh problem, these all are based on the net assets method, first method only. So we'll take all the assets minus the liabilities, and your answer is there. The amount available to the equity shareholders and divided by number of equity shares. So here he gave share capital, reserves and surplus, long-term borrowings, he gave 5% debentures. Then in the current liabilities, he gave trade payables and short-term provision. So long-term borrowings, that is debentures, we will take as an outside liability, trade payables ante creditors, that also will take as outside liability, and short-term provision. So that also will take as an outside liability. Then in the assets, he gave fixed assets, that is tangible, goodwill he gave. Then non-current investments, so that all we are going to take here. Then other non-current current assets, preliminary, that we will not take. Non-current preliminary will not take. Next, inventories means stock we will take. Trade receivables means debtors we will take. Cash and cash equivalents will take. Now notes what he gave means, in the share capital, there are two kinds of shares. So preference is there, equity is there. So we will be seeing, is there any kind of dividend is arrear for a preference shareholders or not. Reserves and surplus, it doesn't matter for us. Trade receivables and all, whatever. Yeah, in the trade receivables, he gave debtors 30,000. Good, doubtful, not provide, doubtful itself 10,000 is there. So what he is trying to tell will. Now preference dividends are in arrears for 2 years. So preference dividend is arrears how many years? 2 years itself. So that we are going to see here. Preference dividends are arrears for 2 years. Goodwill is worth its book value, and out of, yeah, goodwill is as it is book value anta. So how much he gave intangible goodwill? 10,000. So we will take as it is 10,000. There are contingent, but out of doubtful debt 50% are recoverable అన్నాడు. సో ఒక్కసారి అబౌవ్ నోట్స్ లో చూసుకుంటే ట్రేడ్ రిసీవబుల్స్ కింద డెటాస్ 30,000 ఇచ్చాడు, డౌట్ఫుల్ 10 ఇచ్చాడు. సో ఫ్రమ్ దీస్ 10,000 హీ సేయింగ్ 50% ఈస్ బ్యాడ్ itself. 50% ఓన్లీ విల్ బి రికవర్డ్. సో బ్యాలెన్స్ 50 ఈజ్ బ్యాడ్. సో బ్యాలెన్స్ 50% అంటే ఎంతమా? 10,000 లో బ్యాలెన్స్ 50% అంటే హౌ మచ్ విల్ బి? ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ హాఫ్. So how much it will be? 5,000. Now there are contingent liabilities of uncalled liability on partly shares 4,000. Then bills, for the bills discounted likely to be dishonored is 2,000. So here for us, the contingent liability we will not take it ma. Contingent liability anedi, it is may occur, may not occur. So that is the reason usually we don't take contingent liability. But as of 2,000, which is dishonored, is said, so it is related to the bills only, no? So that we are going to take here. Okay. So shall we begin now? So fifth problem, as it is net assets method. So net assets method, what he gave, fixed asset, nothing he has changed. Only certain the debtors there is a working note. So fixed assets as it is 2,50,000. Then whereas goodwill also he said same, there will no change in the goodwill value also on that. So that means goodwill value is how much? 10,000. We'll be taking like as this. Then investments also he has not told us anything. So kabatti whatever the value of investment is there, we are going to take as it is. That is investments, how much he gave, current investments, so 50,000. That also we will be taking. Then stock gurinchi kuda he did not mention as anything, no. So that means I am going to take stock also as it is, which is how much is the value? Stock again, stock inventories, yeah, 50,000. Then debtors, trade receivables. So what we call, I'll write trade receivables only. So trade receivables. So trade receivables, here I'm going to have a bracket. Now what is said? Total debtors వచ్చేసి 40 ma. In that doubtful is 50% అన్నాడు. So he gave doubtful 10,000. From that 50% if I take, it will be how much? 5,000. So that is what here the amount will be 35,000. Now that is over. And the last one, whether he mentions or not, cash has to be taken, no? So that's why cash, how much is the cash we have given? 30,000. So that's it. Please tell me the total, how much it will be now? Total of assets.
Lakhs 5,000.
The 4 lakhs?
42 lakhs 5,000.
Okay, 4,25,000. Now from this one, what we have to minus? Less outside liabilities. So outside liabilities. Now in these outside liabilities, what he gave? First and foremost, he gave debentures. Now, did he mention anything about dividend, the interest? Ante he has not mentioned about debentures. Only he mentioned about preference shareholders. So kabatti debentures, whatever is the amount, we will be minusing same amount, Nana. So how much is the debentures he gave? 40,000. Then what else he gave? Trade payables. So trade payables is how much he gave? Some 55,000 he gave. After trade payables, then short-term provision. So provision I'm writing. So short-term provision, how much he gave? 20,000. That is also done. Now after this one, he said there was a liability, these bills dishonored. So that I'm writing here, bill dishonored. So it is how much? 2,000. Now tell me how much is the total? 40, 95, 60, 1 lakh 15, 1 lakh 17, kada? Antena 1 lakh 17 kada?
Okay, madam.
So what we call now, this is called net assets. So net assets amount entama 4 lakhs 25 minus 1 lakh 17 cheste 4 lakhs minus 1 lakh 17, sorry, 17,000. Yeah, I got some answer. Did you people get it?
3 lakh.
Yeah, 3 lakhs 8,000 kada? Now
1,000.
from this one, what we have to minus preference shares unte, we have to minus preference shares along with the dividend kada? Adi kuda dividend manaki vaadu mention cheste that there is a arrear. So ikkada he has mentioned it. So that's why preference shares value he gave is 1 lakh ma, and dividend is arrear how many years annadu? 1 year or 2 years? He said 2 years. So dividend of 2 years. So how much it will be, Nana? 6% ante? Oh, sorry. It is not 1 lakh, no? It's 50,000 kada? So ఎంత వస్తుంది అన్న? 5 6
30.
30 అంటే 3,000. సో ఇంటూ 2 years ఎంత అవుతుంది? 3,000 అంతేగా? సో 56,000. 3 lakhs లోంచి అది మైనస్ చేయనా? నెట్ అసెట్స్ available to equity share holders ఎంత? మీకు ఇక్కడ ఇంకా రాయాలి అంటే excuse me. ఇక్కడ రాస్తాను అదండి. 3000 ఇంటూ 2 years 6000 అప్పుడు అర్థమవుతుంది కదా. సో ఎంత చెప్పాలి? 3 lakhs minus 56,000. How much you got? I got
2,000. 2 lakh.
2 lakhs 52,000 కదా. So 2 lakhs 52,000. This is the answer. We got it. Okay. Now we got this answer. So now I'm just this one. Yeah, this one is the total. And this one. So this is the total. Now simply we are going to apply in the formula. So what is the formula, ma? Value of equity share. Value of equity per share is equal to amount available to equity shareholders divided by number of equity shares. Okay. Now please apply in this one. Amount available is how much? 2,52,000 divided by how many equity shares are there? 10,000 equity shares. So is equal to answer is how much? 2,52,000 divided by 10. How much is the answer you got? 25.2. Correct?
$25.2.
Yeah, you got it now? Now take down screenshot. We'll move on to the next problem. This is a formula and this is the answer.
మేడం ఒకసారి అది 25.2 ఎట్లా వచ్చింది చెప్పండి కదా మేడం.
25.2 అనా? ఇప్పుడు ఇది అయితే అర్థమైంది కదా. ఈ పైన
యా
టోటల్ ఆఫ్ అసెట్స్ తీసుకున్నాము, అందులోంచి అవుట్ సైడ్ లయబిలిటీస్ మైనస్ చేస్తాం. మనం కనుక్కుంటుంది ఓన్లీ ఈక్విటీ షేర్ వాల్యూ మా, ఓన్లీ ఈక్విటీ షేర్ వాల్యూ. ఇక్కడ అందుకే ఏం చేస్తామంటే నెట్ అసెట్స్ వచ్చిన వెంటనే ప్రిఫరెన్స్ షేర్స్ ఉన్నాయా టెక్స్ట్ బుక్ లో చూస్తాను, ఉన్నాయి. సో ప్రిఫరెన్స్ షేర్స్ 50,000 మైనస్ చేయాలి. ప్లస్ కాకపోతే ఏమన్నాడు వీడి ఇక్కడ అడ్జస్ట్మెంట్ లో, డివిడెంట్ కూడా పే చేయలేదు అన్నాం. ప్రిఫరెన్స్ షేర్ హోల్డర్స్ కి ఉట్టిగా వాడి క్యాపిటల్ ఇస్తే వాడు ఒప్పుకుంటాడా? నాకు డివిడెంట్ కూడా రావాలి, అది కూడా ఇవ్వు అంటాడు వాడు. సో వాడికి 2 years డివిడెంట్ నేను చూసుకుంటే 6,000 వచ్చింది. సో మొత్తం 56,000 మైనస్ చేస్తే టోటల్ గా బ్యాలెన్స్ 2,52,000 అనేది మిగిలింది. సో ఇప్పుడు అన్ని అప్పులు పోంగా, అంటే బయట అప్పులు డిబెంచర్స్ కానీ ప్రావిజన్స్ కానీ, తర్వాత ఆఖరికి ప్రిఫరెన్స్ షేర్స్ కూడా పే చేయంగా టోటల్ మిగిలిన అమౌంట్ అనేది ఓన్లీ ఈక్విటీ వాళ్ళకే కదా సంబంధించింది. ఇప్పుడు ఓన్లీ ఈక్విటీ వాళ్ళకే కదా ఇక. సో అప్పుడు మనం ఈ అమౌంట్ తోని ఈక్విటీ షేర్ పర్ వాల్యూ కనుక్కుంటాం, అంటే ఒక్కొక్కరికి మనం ఎంత ఇవ్వాలి అనేది కనుక్కుంటాం. సో ఏం చేస్తాము, వాల్యూ ఆఫ్ ఈక్విటీ పర్ షేర్ ఇస్ ఈక్వల్ టు అమౌంట్ అవైలబుల్ టు ది ఈక్విటీ షేర్ హోల్డర్స్ డివైడెడ్ బై నంబర్ ఆఫ్ ఈక్విటీ షేర్ హోల్డర్స్. అంతా ఈక్విటీ చూడు, హియర్ యూ హ్యావ్ ఈక్విటీ, హియర్ యూ హ్యావ్ ఈక్విటీ అండ్ హియర్ యూ హ్యావ్ ఈక్విటీ. ఓకే. సో 2,52,000 డివైడెడ్ బై, మీకు టెక్స్ట్ బుక్ లో నోట్స్ అనే దగ్గర ఉంది చూడండి మా, 5,000 6% అండ్ 10,000 ఈక్విటీ షేర్స్. సో నంబర్ ఆఫ్ ఈక్విటీ షేర్స్ ఎంతమంది ఉన్నారు? సో ఇప్పుడు ఈ 2,52,000 ఏదైతే డబ్బు మిగిలిందో అది 10,000 ఈక్విటీ షేర్ హోల్డర్స్ మధ్యలో నేను షేర్ చేయాలి. అంటే ఒక్కొక్క షేర్ కి ఎంత వస్తున్నట్టు ఇప్పుడు డబ్బు? 25 రూపీస్ 20 పైసా వస్తున్నట్టు. ఓకే, అర్థమైందా? అసలు వాళ్ళ లెక్క రావాల్సింది 10 రూపీస్ అయితే వాళ్ళకి ఎక్స్ట్రా 15%, 15 రూపీస్ ఎక్స్ట్రా వస్తున్నారు. ఓకే, అర్థమైందమ్మా?
Yeah, ma'am.
Please take down screenshot. I'm going to take off. We'll do sixth problem. లేదా సిక్స్త్ ప్రాబ్లం మీరు చెయ్యండి అన్న. I will tell you, you do the sixth problem. Okay, I'll tell the seventh problem now in the class. Sixth is your homework. Shall I clear it? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, I'm clearing it off. Shall I?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, done. Now, please note it down. Sixth problem working notes. Rest all will be your homework. Sixth problem working notes only I'm doing. I'm not doing the problem. So only working part, which I wanted to tell. Now what he gave, just read me the, let me read the sum. The sum is as is like fifth problem only. It is provided in the articles of association that the end of the, at the death of the shareholder, his shares will be purchased by the remaining shareholders at a price to be settled on the basis of last balance sheet. It is further provided that goodwill shall be valued on the basis of 3 years purchase. So here what he is asking, 3 years purchase of average annual profits of last 5 years. So here he is asking us to find out a goodwill. So the last balance sheet he gave is share capital he gave 2 lakhs, reserve surplus he gave, trade payables and provisions. So here we have only outside liabilities, only two things, ma, creditors and the provisions. Then in the assets he gave fixed assets, tangible fixed assets we don't have, ma. Please just see hyphen is there, ante tangible levu. We had a goodwill only. But these 2 lakhs goodwill we will not take, because what he in the above I said, goodwill has to be finded out new. So when we are going to find out a new, what is the use of old? So that also we will not take. Then non-current investments he gave. So we'll see whether he has changed the value, or else if it is the same, we'll take it. Then in the current assets he gave inventories, trade receivables and a cash equivalent. Now in the notes he gave share capital. So lucky you don't have a preference shares, only equity shares we are going to have. Then provision, short-term provision, whatever it is, we are going to minus all the provisions. Non-current investments, keep in this one in mind, ma. Whenever there is a non-current investments, you are going to see the investment value is how much? 3 lakhs, but the market value is 2 lakhs 50, ma. So whichever is less, you will take that one. So which one is less? Actual value or market value? Which value is less, Nana? Market value is less. So investments ఇప్పుడు ఎంత తీసుకుంటారు మీరు? You are going to take how much, ma? You are going to take 2,50,000. Okay, please mark it down there. The profits for the last 5 years are 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. You are required to calculate the price paid for the each shareholder, is it? So that is what I'm trying to tell here. So here just see the profits he gave. 1, like this he gave, no, Nana. Now what is it? First year profit. How much is the first year profit? 15,000. 15,000. What is the second year profit? 20,000. What is the third year profit? Just observe. Is it fluctuating or is it increasing only? Please, fluctuating. Is it increasing or only fluctuating? Just see. Because I said, I have given a note in the valuation of goodwill that when there is a fluctuating, simply we'll go for average capital, average profit. But if it is increasing or decreasing continuously, then we have to go for what? Which method? We are going to go for which method, Nana? weighted method. So weighted here, I'm going to give a weights. So weights I'm going to give. So for this one, it will be what? 1. For this one, it will be what? 2. For this one, it will be 3. Because I said now already this one note I have given when we were doing the valuation of goodwill. At that time I said if the profits are increasing continuously or decreasing continuously, then we have to go for giving up the weighted method only. So total of this one will be 15. Now then profit, weighted profit. So how we are going to find out? 1 into 15 is how much? 1 into 15, 15,000. 2 into 20,
30,000.
2 into 20, 30,000 అవుతుందా నితిన్? 3 into 25,
25.
4 threes are
12.
12.
and 35 into 5, అది మీరే చెప్పాలి.
175 ma'am.
175 అనా?
195.
175. టోటల్స్ చెప్పండి ఇప్పుడు దీనిది.
175, 185.
175 కదా. 35 into 5 చేయండి. 35 into 5, 175 నాన్న. నా టోటల్స్ చెప్పాలి. 15,
4,25,000.
4,25,000. So how we are going to do it now? So therefore, weighted average profit is equal to weighted profits divided by weights. So how much it will be? 4,25,000 divided by 15. So how much it will be now? 4,25,000 divided by 3 and 4,25,000 divided by 15 ఎంత వస్తుందనా? ఫాస్ట్.
28,000.
28,333.33 it's going on. So
3
now
3. Yes.
yeah. Goodwill, what he said, goodwill is equal to average profit, weighted average profit into how many years? Number of years kada. Number of years of purchase. So how much we got this one? 28,333.333 its continuation into 3 years. ఒక్కసారి మల్టిప్లై చేయనా? 28,333.333 into 3 years. సో మీకు
85,000.
యా 999 సంథింగ్ వస్తుంది కదా. సో వీ కెన్ రౌండ్ ఇట్ ఆఫ్ నో. సో హౌ మచ్ వీ కెన్ రౌండ్ ఇట్ ఆఫ్ యాజ్ 85,000. So what is the new goodwill value? 85,000. Okay, so will you do it now? ఇది స్క్రీన్ షాట్స్ తీసుకోండి. సో ఇప్పుడు అసెట్స్ ఏమేమి ఉంటాయి అంటే ఓకే ఐఎమ్ గివింగ్ దట్ అసెట్స్ ఆల్సో. సో గుడ్విల్ విల్ బి హౌ మచ్? Goodwill now it will be 85,000. Then investments will be 2,50,000 తీసుకోవాలి నాన్న. దెన్ కరెంట్ అసెట్స్ అన్ని ఇన్వెంటరీస్ అన్ని తీసుకోండి. స్టాక్ సేమ్ అవి ఎక్కడ వాల్యూస్ అవి ఎంత ఉన్నాయో వాట్ ఎవర్ ద వాల్యూస్ ఆర్ దేర్ యూ టేక్ సేమ్ థింగ్. నో చేంజ్ ఇన్ దట్ వన్. స్టాక్, దెన్ ట్రేడ్ రిసీవబుల్స్, వాట్ ఎవర్ ద వాల్యూస్ ఆర్ దేర్, దెన్ క్యాష్. సో ఇవన్నీ చేసుకొని చేసేసేయాలి. ఆ 2 కొత్త వాల్యూస్, మిగతావన్నీ ఓల్డ్ సేమ్ యాజ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ వాల్యూస్ ఉంటాయి. ఓకేనా? చేసేస్తారు కదా? And less you are going to have only 2 things, Nana. One is creditors and one is provisions. Only this is a pro forma. Please take down a screenshot. The rest all you are going to do as a homework. Okay, fine. You'll do it now. I have done everything working part. You just people have to do it the rest of the part. Shall I end the class? Shall I erase this one? Everyone have taken a screenshots? No.
Yes, ma'am.
Shall I end it now? Okay, then I'm ending it. Now, please go on to the problem number 7. Now, 7th one is damn easy, Nana. You can do it. Now, 7th one, here you have 2 methods. On December 31st, the balance sheet of limited company reveals the following. He gave share capital, reserves, long-term borrowings, 5% of debentures, current liabilities he gave. Then tangible assets, goodwill he gave. In the notes, he gave share capital. So here also we have only share capital. We don't have anything else. Then on 31st December 92, the fixed assets were independently valued at 35,000 it seems and goodwill is 5,000 it seems. The net profits for the 3 years are 5 lakhs 10, 5 lakhs 30, 5 lakhs 20, of which 20% was placed under reserve. This proportion being considered reasonable in the industry in which company is engaged, where fair investment return may be taken at 10%, అంటే normal rate అన్నమాట. Compute the value of company shares by net assets method and earning capacity method. So here we are being introduced in the 7th problem with a second method, that is yield basis method లేదా earning capacity method అంటాం. So already first అయితే he is asking us what? He is asking us to go for net assets. So net assets is easy for us. So we will do first method as a net asset. So 7th solution, net assets he only gave everything. We need not find out anything also because వాడే value కూడా ఇచ్చేసాడు. ఏమన్నాడు? Fixed assets, how much we are valuing it seems ma? Fixed assets are valued at what price he said? 35 lakhs అని వాడే అన్నాడు. సో ఇంకా మళ్ళీ నేను కనుక్కోవాల్సిన అవసరమే లేదు కదా. Goodwill only he also said how much goodwill is to be valued at 5 lakhs అని వాడే ఇచ్చాడు. సో మళ్ళీ ఇందులో మనం కనుక్కోవాల్సిన అవసరమే లేదు. So we are not going to calculate anything. Just we are going to take what? We are going to take current assets. Just see current assets he gave some 21 lakhs I think. So he gave current assets now total of this one is how much? Just count it. సో ఫస్ట్ దానికి కొత్త మెథడ్ కదా, ఫస్ట్ మెథడ్ చాలా సింపుల్గా ఇచ్చేసారు. 35 ప్లస్ 5 40, 40 ప్లస్ 61 lakhs. Correct is 61 lakhs. Yeah, right. Then from this one what will minus? Minus outside liabilities. So how much we are going to have outside liabilities? We had only 2 things. One is debentures, 5% debentures. So 5% debentures, how much is the value he gave? 5% debentures, he gave 10 lakhs. Then current liabilities అని direct గా ఇచ్చేసాడు. So current liabilities, how much he gave? 14 lakhs. సో టోటల్ ఎంత అవుతుంది మా అప్పుడు మనకి 24 lakhs. నా మైనస్ ఇట్ నానా 61 minus 24 ఎంత ఎవరూ చేయట్లేదబ్బా. All are in what mode? I don't know. 37 kada. So how much? 37 lakhs.
37. Yes, ma'am. 7
Yep.
lakhs.
37 2 3 4 5. That's it. Now ఇక్కడ ప్రిఫరెన్స్ ఇవ్వలేదు కాబట్టి మనం ఏం మైనస్ చెయ్యం. సో డైరెక్ట్ గా విల్ అప్లై ఈక్విటీ per share is equal to equity amount available to equity shareholders divided by number of shares. Equity shares. చెప్పండి నాన్న అయితే ఎంత వస్తుంది అమౌంట్ అవైలబుల్ ఎంత 37 lakhs డివైడెడ్ బై ఈక్విటీ షేర్స్ ఎంత ఉన్నాయి 4 lakhs ఉంది చూడండి సో 37 lakhs divided by 4 lakhs ఎంత divided by
9.25.
yeah so
0.25.
therefore answer is equal to how much 9.25 per share. Okay,
Share.
this is the first method. This is the first method. Now what is the next method? So next method ki manaki profits kavali nana. So what that is what he has given as the profit. So what is the profit he has given in the next method? So for the second method, that is how much I can continue now, I am going to continue. Again, tomorrow I'll continue with the same thing, okay? Earning capacity two people after attendance, they just left. Earning capacity, I'm doing on a capitalization method. So I'm doing on a capitalization method, Nana. Last 2 minutes is there. So what is the formula? I'll tell you. Capitalization method emo formula vachesi expected profit divided by normal rate into 100 ma. This is the formula, remember. So for this one, what I'm going to do it is, I need a profit. So first I need to have an average profit. He didn't expected profit and average profit, Nana. So what all 3 years he gave, no? One is 5 lakhs 10,000 plus 5 lakhs 30,000 plus 5 lakhs 20,000 divided by 3. Cheppandi Nana enta? 5 lakhs 20 you're going to. Kada? Now from this one, what he said, 20% you have to take out a reserve it seems. So 20% reserve తీసేసేయండి నాన్న
1 lakh
ఎంత వస్తుంది 1,04,000 కదా
4.
సో therefore profit expected profit ఎంత expected profit ఎంత నాన్న ఇప్పుడు మైనస్ చేస్తే 4,16,000 అంతేనా so now please apply into the formula now simply you just go for applying into the formula ma therefore per share value on earning capacity method is equal to 4,16,000 divided by normal rate 10 అన్నాడు into 100 ఎంత వస్తుంది you will get some 41,60,000 అంతేనా tell me fast
Yes, ma'am.
4116 వచ్చింది కదా so simply you divide
Yes, ma'am.
per value per share value is equal to 41,60,000 divided by number of shares చేయండి అన్న divided by 4 lakhs చేయండి you will get answer some 10.4 did you
Point
get
4,
it?
ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Tomorrow I'll explain one. If you want, I'll explain tomorrow. But please take